It Lives Inside is the newest horror movie that is out on the big screen for you guys to go and check out right now. I've just seen, I'm going to tell you guys my thoughts on it. Smash yours down in the comment section below. Smash that like button, click subscribe, and let's talk about It Lives Inside right now. Okay, so It Lives Inside, the new horror movie that takes on a new mythology that is from Hindu and Buddhism, that is about a flesh-eating demonic creature that comes out and basically eats your flesh and then devours your soul in a way. Yeah, so, it's a new fresh take on something different other than just, your typical paranormal activity, these creatures from Christianity and stuff like that. We actually get something different from a different culture, which is exciting because I'm all about hearing about new and different things that I've never heard about ever in my whole entire life. And this is something that I haven't delved into at all. I know nothing about the Hindu or Buddhism mythology when it comes to these sort of demonic beings or anything like that. I don't really dive into it, but that's what this is about. And I tell you what, this is actually a really good film. I really enjoyed this film quite a lot. And what I love about this film so much is the way that it was handled, directed, was just absolutely superb in my opinion. Look, so basically, what made Alien, the first Alien movie, really, really good? What made that first Predator movie really, really good? The fact that you don't see the alien and you don't see the predator until the final act. It's all about this build up, this tension to this formidable creature that is just ripping things apart, that is just there all the time. You know it's there, but you can't see it. That's what this movie did. It adopted that strategy and delivered really, really well. And it builds the tension throughout the whole entire film brilliantly. I had goosebumps all the way through the film. The hairs on the back of my neck were standing up. I was on the edge of my seat. I felt the tension. The anxiety was through the roof. And it's because of that, because of not seeing this creature. There's this one scene that you see in the trailer that is the epitome of that. And it's that scene where she's in her bed and she's looking in her closet and you just see those piercing eyes. Now, in the trailer, it's one thing, but when you're watching it on the big screen, the whole theater was silent. And in that moment, you felt like you were her. You felt like you were in that bedroom at that point. You felt like this creature, this demonic being, was looking at you. It was piercing through your eyes. It was looking into your soul. That's how good it was. And I was sitting there and I was just goosebumps and everything. And that scene was just so good. It was absolutely incredible. And throughout the first two acts, you hear about this creature, you see the eyes, you see the silhouette of it, but you never actually see it. And then as you get towards the third and final act, you start to see the actual physical form of this creature. And it's brilliant. It really is. And it just builds it and builds it and builds it to when you get to that final act and you get the big reveal of it, it's worth it. It's paid off. And what I love is they could have easily CG'd this character. They could have CG'd this demonic being like that, like how we see it sometimes, but they didn't. They went practical. And I'm so glad they went practical because I absolutely really like the design of it and the way when you see it, take a really close look when you see this thing because of the design of the body itself is absolutely incredible. Because there's some features on there that are just bone chilling, absolutely bone chilling. And it just epitomizes what this creature is. And just this whole build up of you seeing it just ripping people to shreds, the stories, and you just see it. You know it's there all the time with this low growl. It's just absolutely superb. And sometimes you feel like it's there next to you. That's how good the tension is. Absolutely phenomenal. Really done. And it's shot beautifully. Like the editing as well is fantastic. The cuts are at the right point to keep that tension going. And it doesn't rely on any jump scares. I don't even think there was a jump scare here at all. And that's what I love because Talk to Me was like that. It relied on story, plot, and the tension That's what it did. And that's what this film does really well, is that builds that tension so it doesn't need the jump scare. You're thinking the jump scare's coming, so you're sitting there on the edge of your seat. I was like, oh no, it's coming, it's coming. I'm like, oh, it's coming. But it never came. And that's what I love. It's just build, 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 build. And then it just pays off at the end there. So that was all awesome. I really like it. I love the mythology behind this creature as well. I really do. I think it was fantastic. The ending, I at first I was gonna say I wouldn't have liked that ending, but the way that it does officially end, I like it, because what I love about Talk to Me is not a happy ending. It was a twist ending that you didn't expect, and that's what I love. I'm sick of horror movies having this beautiful ending, like this peaceful ending, and that this isn't really a peaceful ending, and it's hinted towards something else maybe happening as well. And I really like that, because I love it, because it just feels like the stakes were there, because you have these stakes throughout the whole entire film, and then you get that ending. And sometimes when it's a happy ending, you kind of feel like, well, that didn't really match the stakes that you were saying, and it just kind of like went, ugh, it's done. But this matched the stakes that were going on. Like, this had to happen in order to stop this from happening, and then the after effects, what's going to happen after that, that's the key. And that's what I really, really like about it as well. I think the dynamic in the family is decent. I look, it could be stronger. I feel like these characters, like, it is only an hour and a half long. It isn't only that long, so it's quickly paced. Its pacing is great, and I really appreciate that. It's straight off the get go. It jumps straight into it. It doesn't take its sweet time or anything like that. It gets right to the point. Like, this is what's happening. This is going down. We're building up to it right now. The family dynamic, I appreciate what's happening. I like that family dynamic. We could have dived into more of the character. I feel like there's more of a backstory there that could have been told more, but that's going to add another half an hour onto it, probably 20 minutes to a half an hour, to really dive into the characters themselves even more. But I feel like for the runtime that they had, I felt like they told enough story and enough character arc and development that you do get invested in this, and you are caring about these characters, like what's going to happen to our main lead. So I like that. You could obviously do it bit better. Like, no film is flawless. I did like also the performances. I thought the performances were great as well. I really enjoyed it, and I would like the horror movies to get more of a look in to when it comes to Oscar times as well. Like, Talk to Me had great performances. This had great performances as well, and I think they should be recognized on those sort of stages. And I really enjoyed the performances. And I mean, whoever was the creature did an absolute superb job with the movements. That was absolutely creepy, and it's fantastic. But the score was great as well. The score was perfect. Like, it added that tension. Like, it was so good. It was really, really good. I really enjoyed this film quite a lot. It did everything a horror movie was supposed to do, and just, for me, was just absolutely knocked it out of the park. And I really enjoyed this. And it was creepy, airy, just, it was a great thrill. It was a great thrill. I always sit there when I'm watching these movies and go, why do I put myself through this? And it's that feeling of the thrill and on the edge and the anxiety that you really look for when it comes to these type of movies. It's like it's addictive, and that's why I love about it. And this one does it very effectively for me. So let me know what you guys think. Did you love this film? Did you not? Maybe you didn't enjoy it as much as me. Let me know. Smash it down there. Smash that like button, click subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe and peace out.